For my military friends, that's two Santa Pixie. They're out of Aston. Good evening, everyone. Dr. T back at you with another adventure into the land that is craft beer and music. And tonight we've got a little story to tell about a little local to me brewery that really came up big. The brewery in question is 2SP Brewing. For my military friends, that's two Santa Pixie. They're out of Aston. They're out of Aston, Pennsylvania, and they've been around for a while, but they are very well known and very established as one of the reigning kings of craft Russian imperial stouts. The head brewer, Bob Barar, holds multiple GABF medals and 10 World Beer Cups from his days as the head brewer at Iron Hill Brewing in Media, Pennsylvania. But several years ago, him and another guy decided, hey, let's start our own brewery. And Bob brought his trademark recipe for a Russian Imperial Stout with him, tweaked it a little bit to make it bigger and bolder, because that's just how we do things in Delaware County. And has since, in 2017 and 2019, brought home Great American Beer Fest gold medals with his The Russian. Now, it's sought after when it comes out. And for a few years now, they've also been releasing limited runs of barrel-aged Russians. First off, and every year, a bourbon barrel-aged Russian, which might show up in a later episode. But also this year, something they're calling the Rum Russian. The Russian Imperial Stout, aged in rum barrels, weighs in at 9.6% and is an interesting kind of curveball to the regular Russian Imperial Stout. But this is what the brewery has to say about it. Velvety smooth with huge and wild flavors picked up from the rum, including raisin, plum, and chocolatey fruit, which all work to chill some of the more aggressive notes of our Imperial Stout. With our barrel aging, whether it's a barley wine or a saison, we try to find a delicate balance between the flavors from the barrel and how they blend with the beer itself, with one not overpowering the other. This one, however, we let the rum barrels push some of its bolder flavors onto the beer. Little Philly reference there. Well, let's crack this open and take a look. I have been letting this come up a little closer to room temperature for quite a while now, so it should be nice and aromatic. Can he fit it all into the glass? Yes. So there you see, beautiful, big, thick, tan head, variegated bubbles, a lot of fine bubbles, looks almost creamy in the glass. Getting some degradation, but all in all, looks like it has a decent persistency, especially for a barrel aged stout. Just looks gorgeous, though. Counterintuitively, one of the things that I'm getting that's surprising me a little bit is a certain light floralness. That might be a hop characteristic that's coming through to me, but I do get some of the dark fruits, some of the dried fruit essence, like a raisin or a prune coming through. Get a little bit of barrel on the nose, but there is a light floralness that's floating across the top that is unexpected. Oh, there she is. It's pretty complex. You the underlying Russian Imperial Stout is roasty. I've had the base beer, so I know how assertive the flavors are of it. So when they say that the rum barrels really toned it down, they're right. It sure did. You get a nice roastiness, but it's not bold, embracing roastiness. It's not aggressively roasty or bitter. You get a nice amount of that fruit essence we'd been talking about. Nothing that says, "Oh, I'm a raisin beer" or "I'm a prune beer," but as you drink it and you think about it, you can sense a little bit of that prune and raisin note riding on the fairly creamy, roasty, a little bit of chocolatey imperial stout underneath. It's a good drink. You definitely want to let it warm up. I had a splash of this at the brewery, and straight from the tap, it was pretty cold, and you definitely need it to warm up. This is probably, mm, I would say this is probably 50, 55 degrees, and maybe even 60. It definitely benefits from that. You get a lot more of the aromatics. You get a lot more of the darker notes coming through, both on the nose and on the palate. And it's not a thirst quenching cold beer on a hot day type of thing. This is definitely a winter beer, sitting, sipping, contemplating the bigger things in life, like music. So, what are we going to pair with this little bit of a departure from the expected? Well, I'm going to depart from the expected a little bit too. There's a YouTube content provider that has a podcast that I really enjoy, where he does a lot of reactions to music and different things. But he's also a very talented rapper. Goes by the name of Black Pegasus. And I highly recommend you check out not only his podcast, but also check out his original content, because it is pretty good. And it's not exactly what you would expect from rap these days. So let's check it out. We're going to check out a song called MLYL, which stands for My Life, Your Life.
Black Pegasus, my life, your life. YLP, my life, your life, fast, life, hold tight, is a beautiful lady, so we kick it on the daily. Don't ever betray me. It don't faze me. Fuck you, pay me. I'm hard to play like a ukulele. Fast life got you in and out of cash, right? Relationships on and off like a flashlight. X Games got you feeling like that's life. Going through more ups and downs than a half pipe. Life is what you make of it. I never gotta bitch from it. You either live it, pimp it, or love it. I do all three, so I'm never out of budget. Balance is everything. My circle only shows love like a wedding ring. Good energy, so we heating up. In this ADD era, we speed it up. My life, yo, life, fast, life, hold tight, my life, yo, life, fast, life, all night, my life, yo, life, fast, life, hold tight, my life, yo, life, fast, life, all night. Life is an elegant queen, a delicate thing in this intelligent dream. Ain't worried about your irrelevant schemes. I came to build and develop the scene. Evil access to evil. World spinning on the access of evil. Give them the truth, they won't believe you. People love what's really see-through. And music is my outlet. I stand out like the colors in my outfit. I give you props though, cause I'm not a hater. I call shots like an NBA commentator. And the struggle is a tragedy. Recession made it hard to eat like a cavity. Stay down to earth like gravity. Stack my Ezekiel bread organically. My life, yo, life, fast, life, hold tight, my life, yo, life, fast, life, all night, my life, yo, life, fast, life, hold tight, my life, yo, life, fast, life, all night. My life is a beautiful thing, yeah. Your life is a beautiful thing, yeah. It ain't a bitch, it's a beautiful queen. Stay focused, keep doing your thing, yeah. My life, yo, life, fast life, hold tight, come on now. My life, yo, life, fast life, all night.
I like his stuff. That one speaks. That's a good tune. If you can, listen to it in headphones because there's some production qualities to it that really impress. In the hook, in what you'd call the chorus, the my life, your life, there's an echo to it. And not only is the echo offbeat, which really draws the attention to the echo portion of it, but the initial voice is panned really far to both sides. So it hits you in both ears when you're listening on headphones. But the echo is center. So it's like bang, 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 bang. And it really enhances the enjoyment for me, at least. But that's a banger. That is a banger. You can see that what his inspiration for writing the song was, the tragedy in Aurora, Colorado. And the message of the song very clearly is life is short, and no matter how rough it might seem, you've got to appreciate it while you've got it. And that brings me to Dr. T's impact line of the song. Comes fairly early on when he says, "Life is what you make of it. I never got a bitch from it." In other words, he never felt that life was a bitch. Life was always something to relish and take advantage of every day that you have life in you. And I think that's important. There was Local to me, radio personality who would always say, I've never had a bad day in my life. There have been bad moments, but I've never had a bad day in my life. And I think that's kind of goes to the same thing. You can't let life beat you down. You can't let transient issues, transient troubles suck all the enjoyment out of your life. There's beauty everywhere. You just got to look for it. But having said that, I highly recommend checking out his podcast, The 40-Year-Old FUQ Boys. A lot of fun. I watch them regularly, and they have a tagline, malt liquor for your ears. And while this might not be malt liquor, this is a fantastic Russian Imperial Stout. And here's to you, Black P. And a shout out to Don Wannabe. You guys make life a little better. But if you like what I'm doing here, if you dig the vibe, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, give it a like. Subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell because I've got new content coming out all the time. And I wouldn't want you to miss any of it, especially some of the new features that are coming down the line. But more importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. I love to interact, so I want to hear from you. But until next time, my friends, here's to life.